Hey guys, and welcome to Sunday. So today has been an interesting day, and I apologize for the lateness of the hour and the likely shortness of the vlog, maybe, because earlier today we were going to vlog, and we opened the camera up, and the battery was dead, so we had to plug it in and charge it. So we were going to vlog how, well, the kitchen was a mess, basically, since last Sunday, since we had people over, and Monday when we had people over, we just kind of accumulated a mess of dishes and stuff, and the table was all skewed and just not pleasant looking. There's just been stuff on the counters, and so we've kind of had all this stuff building up, and we took care of it, cleaned the kitchen. All the dishes are done. There's like a castle of dishes on the counter right now, and yeah, and then we did laundry and stuff. So anyway, we got home from church and we did all that stuff, and we only had a few hours of sunlight, and I thought about filming booktube videos, but I decided not to because I wanted to take care of that stuff instead. And I was also doing a couple other things, so I didn't film any videos. I have like a couple reviews that I would like to film, but I might wait to film them until I don't even know when, just sometime later. I have no idea when I'm going to film next, because we're leaving in just a few days for Thanksgiving. But I did prepare, after we did clean and stuff, I did sit down and prepare for a lot of things for my booktube channel and for the vlog channel for next year. So I have a lot of stuff going on in my head for my booktube channel for the next coming months and stuff, and we'll talk more about that at a later date. But there's a lot of stuff that I would love to do, and I've been trying to figure out, especially over the last month, how to balance and juggle all the things that I'm trying to accomplish on a daily basis. And being behind on the vlog is not helpful. I hopefully remedy that as soon as possible, and I apologize for it profusely. It's not something that I ever wanted. But and I feel like if all that stuff with the computer hadn't happened, I would definitely be caught up at this point. But unfortunately, it has, and it's just like when it's just like a couple that I need to edit, it's super easy to think about. But when I have a bunch to edit, and I'm just like, it's constantly building up on how many I have to edit, and I just feel like I make a dent sometimes, and then I edit a couple more, and then I post them again. It doesn't feel like I'm making a dent. And I'm trying, but it's still difficult to catch up. Anyway, it doesn't matter. They will be caught up eventually. They'll be caught up at some point. Before the year is over, this thing will be caught up, and we'll be alright. But anyway, I have a lot of stuff in mind for this channel and my booktube channel, and I think Giselle does as well. So, because we've been talking about a lot of stuff recently. And yeah, so we're going to be going into some stuff later on in the year, at the end of the year, and then at the beginning of next year. So we'll talk to you about that later. But I've been planning a lot of stuff, and then we only had a few hours between church, and we got invited over to people's house again, this time for dinner, and it was at 4. They wanted us to be there at 4, so we could kind of mingle, I guess. It was this older-ish couple. They're not that old. They have a couple kids. And I mean they're just older than us, but they got together, us and a couple of other younger couples. These are all people from church who the two younger couples had just moved here as well within the last few months, into this area. Like, we just moved to this area. We started going to a new church building, and all new people, and so these other younger couples were new as well, and the hosts, our host and hostess, the people that owned the house and invited us over, they made dinner for us, made dinner for all of us, and they just know it's difficult to get to know people when you move to a new place, and so they thought they would bring us all together and let us get to know each other, and then they could get to know us all at the same time as well. And they were really, really, really nice, and it was a lot of fun. I mean, we're very antisocial people. Giselle and I tend to be happy being alone together. Like, we like doing our own things, and then we do lots of stuff together, and we just like that. It's what we enjoy. We definitely don't mind being around other people. I mean, for the most part, I mean, both of us we don't get our energy necessarily from other people. At least that's how it works for me. Definitely, I don't feel energized when I'm with other people. I feel drained when I'm with other people, and I like having my own time to myself to do stuff. And I love just spending time with Giselle. Like, that's all I really want in my life, is to spend time with Giselle and spend time alone and have a nice mix of the two, heavily weighted towards spending time with Giselle, even though I'm doing so much that doesn't happen all the time, and her life is just kind of consumed right now by trying to find another job. And it's very understandable. She is just being a little bit drained by that. And so we tend to not spend time with a lot of people very often, unless it's in work situations or church situations. So we weren't entirely sure how we felt about doing this, but we were very happy that we did it, because it was very fun. It was a very nice time. Everybody there was very nice. The other two couples, and then the host and the hostess, they were very nice, and they made us very good food. It was like steaks and these cool like stuffed shells with like pasta sauce and stuff, and salad, and this really good bread, and they had cheesecake. It was all very awesome, and we all just talked and got to know each other, and it was great. It was really nice getting to know all these people. The host, the guy and his wife that had invited us over, the guy, he really likes science fiction and fantasy, but more specifically science fiction, so we were like kind of trading author names, and he was like giving me recommendations, I was giving him recommendations, and that was really cool. And we all just kind of talked about tons of different stuff. There was this other guy, one of the other guys in the younger couples was named Chris also, and him and me like a lot of the same things, and they're just all very interesting people. And after we ate, we played a game called Awkward Family Photos. And I mean, there's a website called Awkward Family Photos, and it's a fantastic website, and I used to look at it quite a lot. I haven't in a while, but they apparently created a game out of it that's very similar to Apples to Apples or Cards Against Humanity, and both of those games I love. I love that kind of game, and this was hilarious. It gives you there's like a pile of cards with photos on them. There's a photo on either side of the card, and you get to choose one. Each person gets a turn with one of these cards, and you get to choose one, and then everyone else has a handful of cards with movie quotes on them. So you choose the movie quote that you think captions that photo perfectly, and then the person who has the photo, who chose which photo to make everyone caption, they choose the best one that they like the most, that they think is the funniest, mostly, and that person who chose that caption gets a point. So we went around, we did several rounds of this, we did several rounds around the table. There were 8 of us, so it was very awesome. It took a little while. We did several rounds around the table, and Giselle actually ended up winning. She got the most points, the most cards, and she did a very good job, and I got the second most cards, so we dominated. I got 3 and she got 5. But yeah, I love those kinds of games, and it was a lot of fun. And if you haven't heard of that game, or if you haven't seen it or haven't played it, you should definitely give it a shot, because we really enjoyed it. And if we had more friends and we talked to more people on a daily basis and had more people over, then we would probably buy it ourselves and force them to play it with us all the time, or at least I would, because I really liked it a lot. And then during that and after that and around that, we talked a bunch, and yeah, it was fun. I liked it a lot. Anyway, we ended up being there for 4 hours, which we didn't realize we were going to be there for that long, and it just kind of went by really fast. We didn't realize that we were there for so long, and by the time we got out, it was 8 or so. It was a little past 8, and my parents usually call me around 8 on Sunday nights, and I just didn't realize what time it was, so they called, and they were like, oh yeah, we're on our way home now, because we were on our way home when they started calling and asking where I was, because I wasn't on Skype. But yeah, so we got home and Skyped my parents, and then I worked on vlogs for a little while, and I'm going to post some tomorrow. Like, I already uploaded them, I just had to add the descriptions and all that stuff tomorrow, so I'll do that tomorrow. But yeah, that was pretty much it. It was a fun day, it was a good day, and quite enjoyed it. So thank you guys so much for watching. I think that's it for today, and we will see you tomorrow.